Fear, 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 fear. Are you tired of being afraid? Me too. Fear is unhealthy and it causes stress. Let's get it out of our life. So how do we do this? One, you can face your fear and get to the root of why you're so afraid. Or two, you can just remove the problem. I'll take two, please. It sounds easier. I don't want to face my fear. I'm afraid of everything. But by the process of elimination, I can eliminate the things in my life that make me afraid. Like refugees. Woo! That's a big one. We have millions of people from other countries coming into our country who are different from us, who don't look like us, who don't think like us, who don't smell like us, and just are different. And that's scary because people who are different are scary. But really, why are they scary? Is it just because they're different? No. It's because they threaten our way of life. Our way of life is all we have. We don't want things to change. If we as Americans are going to protect our way of life, we need to get serious. Don't just stop with refugees and people of other races. Go deeper. Your friends, family, people in your own home. So I began on Facebook. I started with my friends who don't look like me and eliminated them. And then I proceeded on to those who don't share my religious and political beliefs. And that left me with two friends. Two? Really? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, now I'm even closer to becoming fear-free. So I eliminated more of my friends. Now, I'm sorry to say that my wife and I have separated. She's just too different. She completely threatens my way of life. My life completely changed once I married her. Home-cooked meals, more sleep, more sex, too much, and even more fun. And you may say, hey, Chris, that sounds like your life is better now. She threatened my way of life, regardless of whether it got better or worse, okay? We're talking about your way of life and controlling that. I feel so much less fear now. Sure, I miss her, but that's what you gotta do. Of course, my ancestors were refugees from all over Europe and Africa, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't eliminate them from my life. I eliminated my mom and dad from my life. You know how white my dad looks? He's very white. My mom, she's very brown, so you can't win. I'm scared all around. I'm afraid of my wife. I mean, I'm not afraid of my wife. Honey? Honey, is that you? Where was I? And I know people say that America is a nation of refugees. Heck, we have the Statue of Liberty that says, bring to me all your weary and, you know, that whole thing. And that many of the refugees who have come in the last 60 years have actually benefited our nation and are some of the best citizens our nation has. Steve Jobs' dad was a Syrian refugee. Albert Einstein was a refugee. I don't need the theory of relativity. I don't need Apple. If anything, Apple threatened my way of life. Yeah, maybe there are benefits the refugees have brought in, but I would rather sacrifice having a better life than experience fear. I mean, come on, I'd rather be in control than be happy. That's easy. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the things you love for the things you fear. Would you rather have a great country and be afraid, or have a mediocre country and not be afraid?